Josh Prohibition.
Crowd a bit split here. Prohibition does have his fans, but Gargano, the one largely with the crowd support here, they respect the rebellion. They respect him standing up for himself. But Michael, look at the body language. Both men know what they're about to go through. This matchup is going to be grueling. This matchup is going to be pure hell, and it's going to be no disqualification for the ultimate prize, the PWO Championship, and this is what we've been waiting for. Picking up right where they left off when we went off the air just a few weeks ago with Prohibition charging the ring after Gargano. It was a wild bedlam after we went off the air, and it's continuing here tonight, and they're wasting no time. And Michael, and Prohibition hits the guardrail early. I can't remember the last time I saw rivalry get this personal this fast.
No, you're right. We did see these two go toe-to-toe.
Rolling senton, body block by Johnny Gargano, and we're on the outside early.
It wasn't a match a few weeks back. It was just an all-out fight. But this is different, Joe. Everything is on the line now. Everybody's watching the biggest stage of the year.
And first, Josh eats a chair. You're right, Michael.
And that's why you see the looks on their faces. That's why there's no smiles. This isn't fun and games. This is serious business. And Johnny right now already taking Josh to the outside. And might I say, this is also a no disqualification matchup.
Nothing the official can do except count to 3 or detect a submission. I've never seen either Gargano or Prohibition more focused than they are right now. More intense than they're going to get. Gargano has the ring steps. We saw them obliterated earlier. Gargano has some sort of evil intentions.
He's going to pull out any stop he can get. This has become personal.
Yes. Gargano off the chair, off the chair! Prohibition with a chair. Caught Gargano in midair. There was nowhere for Gargano to go but down. And as we said many times, that is nothing but concrete.
Josh Prohibition might have a bit of a baby case, but make no mistake, he's a veteran when it comes to professional wrestling. He knows the game. He's playing a bit of possum there, and right now, paid off.
This battle is carrying deep into this crowd. This is going to be dangerous. A lot of our fans, not just the athletes involved. The ring could not contain this. The ringside area could not contain this. Is that a trash can of some sort?
I believe it is. It's quite common in Pro Wrestling Ohio for the action to spill out to the outside. But this is more than just spilling out.
We'll do our best to follow this, ladies and gentlemen. I see Prohibition. A bevy of security trying to protect these fans. As these athletes don't give a damn, they'll do whatever it takes to take care of each other. And I mean that very physically, not as far as tender love and care.
Circling the entire Nautica Pavilion, Josh Prohibition seems to have found a spot he likes.
We have hundreds of fans out of their seats. Like suplex. Prohibition going to suplex Gargano on concrete. But Gargano slipped through the metal bar, and just dropped Prohibition. I think Prohibition may have hit face or jaw first against that metal bar.
And now a crowd of fans surrounding them. Johnny Gargano and Josh Prohibition. This is likened to an all-out street fight at this point.
Oh, it is a glorified street fight, without a doubt. Prohibition got dropped again, and Gargano, he's got a stack of about 10 chairs in his hand, and has some evil intentions. Prohibition eats one. That's two. And I think Prohibition will be introduced to each and every one of them before it's all said and done.
No fans, this is not a Cleveland Indians baseball game. This is Johnny Gargano with some fastballs. Instead of a baseball, it's a chair. Now just pounding away with that chair on Josh Prohibition. Johnny wants the championship. He wants retribution. This is how he's going to get it, at least in his mind.
Our view is obstructed here. We don't PWO home video getting you in on the action at this point. I'm not sure what's going on. I know it doesn't feel good.
Johnny Gargano asking to clear the way, it appears.
Gargano has the upper hand, that's for darn sure. Prohibition just ate about half a dozen chairs at least.
They're in about row 5 or 6 in the rafters.
And Prohibition fights his way free. Josh charges. Look out, back body drop. A back body drop, and Prohibition landing on the solid metal bleachers.
For those of you watching at home, those are metal bleachers, no pads here at Nautica Pavilion.
And again, we knew it couldn't be contained. We knew it was this personal. The ones you love, Michael, always hurts you the most. And that's what we're seeing right here. This is betrayal. This is redemption. And this is an all-out, drag-out fight between two former best friends that now hate each other's guts. And Prohibition just got sent into that steel railing. And again, a sea of people. What is Gargano doing?
Johnny's climbing up to a loge.
Johnny Gargano is on the balcony. Johnny Gargano is about 20 to 25 feet in the air. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Good Lord. A leap of faith. A potential suicidal leap from the top of the balcony. This is what the PWO title is all about.
That leap of faith was both literal and figurative. Johnny Gargano is taking a leap of faith and betting his life on his career. If he can beat Josh Prohibition by any means possible, he will become the PWO heavyweight champion. But we all know it's more than that. It means much more to Johnny.
Prohibition got taken out. I think a few of our event staff got taken out as well. This is completely out of hand. It's gone beyond the realms of even we thought we would see here.
And from the sounds of the fans,
stopped.
Well, I don't know. It could be right here. It's no disqualification.
It's not false count anywhere, however. We got to get back in the ring for a fall. As they continue to battle now by those metal railings.
Catching glimpses of Johnny bring Josh Prohibition back.
That was a trash can. I don't think Josh will be able to continue here. This goes beyond brutality. It goes beyond pain.
It's surprising to me that even Johnny can be continuing.
Johnny Gargano said the sick Gargano would be here. The sadistic one. The one that doesn't care anymore. The one that tried to injure people last year. The one that tried to end careers, end lives. And that's what we're seeing. We are seeing Johnny Gargano in a new state of mind. A sick state of mind, but a very effective state of mind. As Gargano takes out months of frustration on a man he used to call his big brother. Oh my God. Josh just tricked Gargano. Throat first on the guardrail.
Josh Prohibition using the last few ounces of energy he had in his body to pull that one off. Making his way back to ringside.
I don't know how either of these men are walking, and Prohibition's not walking particularly well.
No, and look at his eyes.
That's that same look we saw before he won the PWO Championship. The same look we saw. Oh, God. Keep in mind, Michael, that implement is how Johnny Gargano broke his back at the first resolution. He dove onto a railing, his opponent moved, and Gargano's back snapped in two at the lumbar vertebrae. He was out for 6 months.
It's Josh Prohibition trying to reenact what happened back at Resolution.
What? Oh, head of steam, but Gargano pushes the guardrail into Prohibition and right into the side of the face, right into the jaw.
Johnny Gargano about took Josh Prohibition's head off.
The jaw, the forehead, the cheek, I'm not sure where it caught Josh, but it caught all of it. And again, Michael, Josh Prohibition said he was going to kill his creation. That guardrail almost ended it for Gargano a year ago. Prohibition was looking for the icing on the cake.
I don't think Josh Prohibition knew that there was going to be this much fight in Johnny.
And we talk about Gargano being sick and sadistic. Don't forget, the one that taught Gargano to be sadistic is Josh Prohibition. He was the one masterminding everything Gargano did. So as sick as Gargano is, Prohibition might be a little more sick. And that guardrail is draped in the same position it was a year ago. And the sick part about it is, and I hate to go back to that word, but it's true. The sick part about it is, Gargano's the one that put it there. Think about that.
Gargano's not afraid to look back at the past. He wants to exact revenge on his teacher. Now look at this.
Well, he's looking to the past 4 or 5 months for motivation here. Many say Gargano should be the PWO champion. And Gargano, if he didn't put his life on the line once before, he's going to do it a second time. Don't do this, Johnny. You got a hell of a future. No, no! Prohibition moved. Gargano lands on his feet. And Josh charges in. Look out! Gargano with a spear! And Prohibition's down!
This could be right here, Joe.
No! Gargano is not done yet. The southpaw with the left hand. He is not ready to end this yet.
And that's where the emotions are taking over.
Perhaps because of the personal animosity, or perhaps he knows that Josh is so tough that it's not time yet. Josh has too much fight left in him. Mind you, we are 10 minutes deep.
Well, I tell you what,
no.
Johnny's not done yet. He's got another toy to bring out, if you will, in the form of a table.
More like an implement of destruction here. And you can see the malicious intent on these two athletes. And Gargano has something evil in mind, but Prohibition from behind. Prohibition, maybe with one last lesson to Gargano. Look out! Power bomb. Gargano counters. And Josh goes face first. Gargano's own table almost came back to haunt him.
Still remains untouched, though. Will Johnny use it to his advantage? Now what was it? He's grabbing a chair.
Unbelievable aggression. And something tells me, Michael, we're nowhere near done.
No.
Based on how strongly these two feel about each other, based on the PWO Championship, the prize at stake.
This match is obviously transcending the PWO Championship. Well, that's certainly on the minds of both individuals. It means much more than them.
What is Gargano doing? Head of steam. Both feet to the chair, to the side of the head of Josh Prohibition. And there's only one reason that was done. Damage. Violence. Josh is paying penance for all of his mistreatments of Johnny Gargano, particularly in the past calendar year.
Johnny Gargano positioning himself over Josh with the chair and right down on the ribs of Josh Prohibition.
And we've seen how rib injuries can affect an athlete in a matchup, both tonight and in the past. If your ribs are busted, you cannot breathe. You can't breathe, the lights go out. Gargano up top, and Prohibition with a chair to the head, and Gargano hit the rail. Gargano hit the rail.
And how in the world did Josh Prohibition rise to his feet so quickly to be able to do that?
Gargano in free fall off the top rope. That was a long distance to fall. His body bounced off the steel. He landed at an awkward angle.
Look at the sadistic smile on the face of Josh Prohibition.
The steel is bent. Just imagine what Gargano's body is like. And Josh, smelling blood, so to speak, stalking his prey, and gonna lead him somewhere. Now where are we going?
Guys, give me my shot.
Are they on the stage?
Looks like they're taken to the stage.
They are on the stage, ladies and gentlemen. This is our VIP seating. And when we talk about an up-close meet and greet for the VIPs, this wasn't what we had in mind. Oh my God. Josh has Gargano.
Guys.
What is this going to be? There's a lot of bad things that can happen. There's a lot of equipment up there. There's a lot of innocent civilians up there. Oh no. Josh pointing down. Josh pointing down.
The stage is set several feet above hard concrete, Joe.
The stage is almost 10 feet high. And Gargano puts the brakes on. Gargano puts the brakes on. The counter. Oh no. Again, Prohibition tries to elevate Gargano. They're hanging precariously near that edge. I don't like this a damn bit. No! No, look out, no! Prohibition dropped 10 feet. Into the wreckage below. Prohibition, there was nothing but wood, steel, and concrete underneath Josh Prohibition. And when you factor in Gargano's height as well, that's a 15-foot drop.
Joe, you know, I've seen no DQ matches before, and usually it's a few eye gouges, maybe a chair. Never seen anything like this before.
This is personal. This is resolution. This is Pro Wrestling Ohio. It's the PWO Championship. And again, you got to wonder if we can continue. There's no DQ, but we could darn sure have a ref stoppage. You wouldn't want it to happen, but based on the health of these men at this point,
I don't think Johnny Gargano would even let that happen.
Prohibition's got to be severely hurt. I know we have a camera on the scene, but our view's a bit obstructed. We apologize for that.
You got to think at this time, Johnny Gargano has an opportunity.
And Gargano is continuing to manipulate the body of Prohibition. They're back towards ringside right now. Gargano following. Prohibition may be lifeless at this point. He may be immobile. This man is seriously hurt. Falling 15 feet, now back into the ring. What could be left? This has got to be it.
We could be moments away from a new champion, Joe.
This has got to be it. The cover. Gargano's the new champion. Now what?
Unbelievable. Josh Prohibition hanging on by the thread.
As much as you don't like Josh Prohibition, as much of a pompous, you know what he is, you got to respect the damn toughness and tenacity and heart it took to kick out. You say what you want about how Josh won the championship, but you know that means everything to him.
Absolutely. Josh Prohibition is proving why he is the champion right now. Even though he might have got the title in a very devious way, obviously he is among the best of the best in Pro Wrestling Ohio. I don't know anybody. These very few professional wrestlers can manage themselves like this. And look, where did Josh get that burst of energy?
Gargano lands on his feet. Prohibition have a lot of luster behind it. Oh, now what?
Now, how can I even go up top? That's exactly what they're doing right now, both on the second turnbuckle and falling right
and
down.
Prohibition hits him, and he hit the edge of that guardrail. Didn't connect with it flush, but what's your alternative? It's concrete. Not a big consolation prize.
Of course, in a PWO Heavyweight Championship bout, there is no consolation prize. There's a winner and a loser. And we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, Joe. I can feel it.
And how do you think Josh feels? Is he regretting what he's done? Josh back in the ring, Gargano back in the ring. Both men have chairs.
Look at Josh's eyes, Joe. Look at his eyes.
You see that same look. But Gargano has the same intense stare. And we have dueling chairs, and Gargano may have broken a finger. Look out! We have our fourth or fifth innocent sacrifice, and Prohibition just hit himself. Uniquely you! Uniquely you! We need a referee!
Get a referee down here now. Pedro DeLuca trying to awaken the lifeless referee. We would have had a new champion by now.
Gargano's had this title won. Let's make no mistake about it. Gargano had it won.
Here's referee Tom Dunn.
Tom Dunn's here. Tom Dunn, a day late and a dollar short, and Gargano may have got another idea in the time it took Tom Dunn to get out here. But Prohibition, I haven't seen this much guts out of Prohibition in years. Cookie driver counter. Oh no. Slingshot. Josh hits the buckle as they carry the lifeless bodies away. And Prohibition trips up Gargano. Oh no. No. The Splash Mountain. Look out! Into the table! Gargano hit back in the head first.
And just when you think Johnny Gargano is seconds away from being the new PWO heavyweight champion, Josh Prohibition comes back.
If there wasn't any doubt that this was the sadistic Johnny Gargano of old, that this was Josh trying to kill his creation, Josh wins, no! Gargano alive! Gargano still has life!
If that's not going to put Johnny away, what will, Joe? What will?
I can't answer you, Michael.
Josh has tried everything.
I swear to God, I don't know the answer to that question. Josh.
Looks like he's setting up shop right here in the ring. A couple of chairs. I don't know what he has in mind, Joe.
Whatever it is, it's not going to be a sit-down powwow. We're not going to talk it out. Gargano is lifeless. Gargano's not moving. He's dead weight. Josh Prohibition may kill his creation, may send his creation packing, but Gargano counters. Gargano not ready to leave yet. Uniquely you. Josh counters again. Drunken driver. Gargano with a Rana. Gargano not ready to leave, not ready to end his career, not ready to go to anywhere else. Uniquely you.
Is this enough?
It's gotta be. Josh is down now. Another near fall.
You gotta hand it to Josh Prohibition to go through all that he's gone through today and then kick out of the Uniquely You right in the center of the ring. Unbelievable.
Superhuman-like staying power. They've got to be running on guts and adrenaline and hatred and the will to want the glory, to want the top prize, and to leave PWO's biggest show standing tall.
I think it's all of the above, Joe. Johnny Gargano now knowing that he has to go to the very top and then some. He's got to give that little extra effort that he might not have had in him before. Hard chop as Josh Prohibition sits on the top turnbuckle.
I'm not sure if Josh even is aware where he is right now. He knows he's on the top turnbuckle. And Johnny's rearranging furniture again. Josh fighting free. Forearms. Again, Gargano teetering and lands face first on the chair. Watch Josh. Just drove Gargano's face into the open chair. Nowhere to go.
And is he going to go for the cover right here, Joe? Is he going to try to put Johnny away? I don't know if Josh even knows that this is a wrestling match anymore.
Prohibition puts the chair down. This could be a lot of things. And Josh still has that look in his eye. He's breathing heavily. He may have broken ribs. He may not know where he is right now, but he still has that sick, sinister look. Drunken driver countered. The low blow. What is this? Oh no. No. A sunset driver? Drive the back of Prohibition's head into the chair.
And he's going for the cover.
That's all! Gargano! Another near fall.
What can Johnny do to put Josh away, Joe? Man, I think we've seen Johnny try everything.
These men may expire before we get a 3 count.
And as much as I personally don't like Josh, I guess we're seeing why Johnny took him on as his mentor very early on in his career.
I'll tell you what, you like Josh, you hate him, you gotta respect the hell out of Josh Prohibition after this matchup. This is something unlike anything I've seen in my near 7 years of doing this. Prohibition and Gargano are indeed taking things to another level. And there's the Enziguri. How Gargano can still run, I have no idea, but that may be the end. Drunken driver, the drunken driver, done. Josh did it, done. No! Life still breathes in the young kid.
I'm speechless, Joe. I know this is the main event for Resolution 2, but what can you say?
These hundreds upon hundreds of fans are standing in awe, standing in shock of this human car wreck they are witnessing. What could be left? Not another table. No. No.
And it looks like it's bigger than the first one.
No. How much more damage can be done? We are bearing witness to one of the most emotional, one of the most physically, mentally, and emotionally draining contests I have ever seen. Two men who were closer than brothers and now could not be further apart. With the goal of the end of a career on both men's minds. But by the end of this, both men may get their wish.
Yeah, whoever wins this match, I don't even see how they can defend the title.
Gargano almost got his head sandwiched between the chair and the table, and Josh hurt his fingers. And Gargano, Josh begging off? Josh is begging for forgiveness.
Cowering in the corner.
After all he's done, after everything he's done to use Gargano, Josh is begging for forgiveness. But will Gargano fall back under the spell? Will he fight? Is he still his own man, or does Josh still control his thoughts? Or does this crowd control Gargano's thoughts? They want to see it happen.
Come on, Johnny.
Gargano's torn. You can see his face, the emotion, the confliction, the pain. Josh is telling Gargano, he's telling Gargano something. I think he's apologizing. And Josh in the chair. Gargano ducks. Super kick. Chair to the head of Josh. Gargano, what is this? Look out. Oh. Look at this. Shades of Gregory Iron last year. Driving Prohibition head first into any part of the table he can get. And the edges of those tables, Michael, are made of sharp metal.
That's right, you can see the bottom of the feet right there. There's nothing protecting them.
And again, Gargano right back into that mind state. A chair!
No hesitation there, Joe.
Prohibition tried to duck and cover, but it was too much impact. Oh my God. What in the hell is this? Oh Lord! The table buckled, and both men landed awkwardly. That was a drunken driver, and that was it. Gargano did it. Johnny Gargano won.
In a time of 28 minutes, 3 seconds, here is your winner, and new PWO Heavyweight Champion, Johnny Gargano!
Johnny Gargano has reached a new high in his career. Johnny Gargano has reached a new level of independence and freedom. Indeed, Johnny Gargano has reached a coming of age, Michael.
Not only that, Joe, he did what Josh Prohibition said he couldn't do. And to boot, he used the drunken driver. The maneuver that Josh Prohibition has used for years. More as a slap in the face to his former mentor. But he is now the new PWO heavyweight champion and a man of his own.
They went through hell. They gave you of their bodies, their minds, and their souls. They left every ounce of heart and determination in that ring, in that balcony, on that stage, on this night, to give you a hell of a show that sums up exactly what PWO is all about. And there you see the man.
The match has been over for almost a couple of minutes, but the people at ringside are still standing in awe at what they're seeing unfold before their eyes.
And what about Josh Prohibition? You got to give it up for Josh Prohibition. The fight of his life. But on this night, it was just not good enough for the ultra-motivated, in his element, Johnny Gargano.
If there was anybody else facing Josh Prohibition tonight, I think Josh Prohibition would have remained the PWO heavyweight champion, but it wasn't. It was Johnny